So if you would like to buy a home, when is the right time to start that conversation with a lender? Hi, it's Josh Lewis with the Find My Way Home Expert Network. Today we're going to be answering an important question that I'm getting more and more recently. And that is it too soon to talk to a lender? And that's in the context of someone who may be looking to buy later this year, next year, or may have just had the thought that at some point in the future they want to buy a home. So what we're going to talk about is why it's never too soon to talk to a lender, even if you might not buy for a couple of years. We're going to talk about why a lending professional should always be happy to talk to you, even if you're not currently in the market. And then we want to talk about what that conversation should look like, what questions you should be asking, and what information should the lender be giving you. What are the main reasons of why you should want to have this early entry conversation well ahead of when you would be interested in actually buying a home? Well, there's a number of reasons. One could be that if you wait, you find out that you don't qualify, and there could be any number of reasons, and those are reasons that we could be working on right now. You also may have some misconceptions. There's a lot of myths around both home buying and the mortgage process. I talked to a gentleman yesterday, a very high income earning doctor, doesn't necessarily have 20% down. His thought was he could only do an FHA loan because he didn't have 20%. Was the furthest thing from the case. So examples like that of just dispelling myths and making sure you have the right information. From there, we're going to work on some ballpark numbers of how much you need to have available cash to close for both the down payment and closing costs. Oftentimes, early entry buyers who are just thinking about it really don't have any idea. You can obviously go through in your head 3%, 5%, 20% down of whatever target purchase price you have, but you may not have any idea what that is. Along the same lines, it's often really hard for a buyer to know what's the payment. I think I want to buy a $400,000 house with a $200 HOA. What does the all-in monthly payment look like? How much money or how much income do I need to qualify for that? So these are the questions that we want to answer so that you can be educated on where you want to be and where you are right now, and if there's any gaps for you to cross with that. Another important thing, it's a chicken or the egg question. Do we want to run a credit report at this time? From the mortgage professional side, there's a cost to doing that. From your side, there's a cost in terms of an inquiry on your credit report and possibly a hit to your credit scores. I don't love soft pull credit reports that don't incur the inquiry because they don't give us all of the information that we look for or an accurate credit score. But if you're not going to buy for 6 or 12 months, it can be a great time to use a soft pull. As a lender, for me, the most important thing that I can do is be having conversations with people that are likely to borrow in the future. So early entry buyers may not be in the market for 6, 12, 24 months, but I still want to build that relationship. I want to get them the answers they need, educate them, and put them on the right path. Currently, as of January, February 2021, rates are really low. There's a lot of refinance business. There's a lot of purchase business. So everyone's really busy. If you come across someone who's too busy to have a conversation with an early entry buyer, I would be concerned about that. Because me, as a mortgage professional, I don't know what the market's going to look like 6, 12, 24 months from now. So it's very important for me, again, to always be building those relationships and an early entry conversation with you to answer the questions that you need to get you on the right path. After we have that conversation, you may have ongoing questions, and now we have a dialogue. You can shoot me emails. You can shoot me texts. From my end, we're going to keep you in a system where we're giving you market updates, both on the mortgage market and housing, interest rates, things that you need to be aware of that may be changing or impacting you as a buyer moving forward. In another video, we talked about the difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval and why you always would prefer to be pre-approved, where it may be appropriate to go through just a pre-qualification. With that, we're still going to have a good idea of what you would qualify for, how much money you need to be prepared to have at closing, and what the monthly payments are going to look like. With that, it's going to open up a number of questions for you to ask and get answered. So hopefully you can see at this point that it's never a bad idea, no matter how early you are in the process, to talk to a lender. If you have questions or would like to start the conversation with a loan officer, use the links below. We'll get you connected with a Find My Way Home expert in your area to get you the answers that you need. If you've enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date on everything mortgage and real estate related, use the subscribe link over here and you'll get notified every time we post future content. And remember to like and share. We'd really appreciate it. Hopefully you found the content valuable, and we look forward to seeing you on a future video.